Okay, okay, good morning. In the last session, we had discussed the concept related to data types. Under data type, what we had discussed up to now, we completed integer data type, float data type, complex, and then Boolean. So integers are used to represent or to store whole numbers. Float data types are used to store real numbers. Complex data type is used to store complex numbers. And finally, Boolean is used to store true or false. Now the thing is, generally these four are the basic data types. And observe carefully, here all these data types, a variable can hold only one value. In this example, for example, this one, a is equal to 10. A is an integer variable. How many number of values it store? It can store only one value. Okay, either integer type or see this one, floating. These are any type of integer representation or floating type, anything. Okay, only one value. Okay. So integer, float, and boolean, finally complex, all those variables are stored only single value. Now the thing is, if you want to store multiple values by using a single name, again I am repeating. So for each variable we have for each value a separate variable is created. Now the question is, we have a set of values. All the set of values are represented by using a common name. We are moving into some advanced types. For example, assume you are pursuing in a college. Your college consists of approximately 10 students. Assume, not 10 students, your class, your particular branch consists of 10 students. Instead of calling each and every student, all the 10 students have a common name. Suppose Bachelor of Computer Science. So all the students that belongs to Bachelor of Computer Science. That means what is the thing? The collection of students are represented by using a common name. Students by using a common name. That are the these are. So what are the things? We have string data type, list data type, and tuple, dictionary, set. These are the five advanced data types. Now, first in this session, we will discuss what is a string data type, how to create a string data type, how do we access elements. So only the basic things. So after completion of all these operators, some other concepts, again we move back to the same concept, and each and every concept we will complete the functions, that is the predefined functions, how that happens, each and every minute thing we will discuss. So first we have a brief introduction to all these data types, just only a brief introduction. Why? Because if you want to move another concept, these things are basic things are necessary. Now, coming to str. Str in the sense string. So, what is a string? Remember, a group of characters. A group of characters or a sequence of characters placed inside quotations. A group of characters that are placed inside quotations are called a string. Okay, are called a string. What are the quotations? You can place within either single quotation or double quotation or triple quotation or triple quotation. For example, for example, S is equal to, previously we are writing how to create a variable. A is equal to 10. Automatically A is an integer variable. A is equal to 3.4. A is a float variable. Similarly, for example, not only A, again remember, you can use the variable names according to your wish. That is completely optional, but you have to follow the rules of identifier. S is equal to, within single quotation, welcome to Python. Assume this is a string. This is a string. Actually, if the normal variable stores only one value, b is equal to 75, this is only a single value. But here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. A sequence of characters that are placed within quotation is called a string. For example, string 1. Suppose S2 is equal to, you can write the string within double quotations also. Welcome to Python. That is, you can create a string within single quotation or create a string within double quotation. Now, we have a constraint. What is the constraint? For example, this is a line. Actually, you know this one. This is the line. You are creating a string within a single line only. That means, for example, S3 is equal to, if you are using either single quotation or double quotation, welcome to Python. If you want to create a string in multiple lines, it gives an error. It gives an error. If you are using either single quotation or double quotation, so the string is created in only a single line. If you want to create in multiple lines, the single and double quotations raise an error. So for that purpose, to create a string in multi-line, we are moving into triple quotation. Suppose S3 is equal to 1, 2, 3. Welcome to Python. 1, 2, 3. Observe the last class I said comments. So this is a comment also. If anything, that is, if multiple lines that are placed within single quotation, that is within triple quotations, that is called a comment. For example, the same thing, if you assign it to a variable, then automatically that is a string. If you are not doing this operation, then it is a comment. If assigned to a variable, that is a string. Remember, here you are using single triple quotations, or you can use double triple quotations also. You can use double triple quotations also. That is your wish. Okay. So, first, the first step, I will explain how to create a string. Okay. Both is this one. S1 is equal to welcome to Python. Python. Okay. String S1 is created. String S1 is created. Check. You can type this one also. Directly you can write the variable or you can use the print statement. So S1. Exactly welcome to Python is printed. So generally if you are writing the value this one, so the answer is displayed within single quotation. The answer is also displayed within single quotation. For example, if you are using print of S1, so instead of single quotation, exactly only the values are printed. Only the values are printed. So remember, this is the first way. Now check type of S1. So type of S1 is a string. So again remember, if any group of characters that are placed within quotations, that is called a string. Within quotations, that is called a string. Here string is generally, in this example, it is not a single value. Approximately 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 17 characters, a sequence of 17 characters are placed within quotations. Now, you can create a string in double quotation. Suppose good morning, whatever it is, some message, good morning. Print S2. See this one? Exactly the message is displayed. So first single quotation is completed, double quotation is completed. Now perfect. Now suppose if you are creating a string S3 is equal to welcome to. If you want to create a string in more than one line by using single quotation, what happens? It raises an error. Now check whether it gives an error or not. See, it gives an error whenever I press enter. Automatically unterminated literal unterminated terminated in the sense ending point. So unterminated. So at the ending point there is no symbol. You got it? So if you want to create a string in multiple lines, use one, two, three. See, after press enter also there is no problem. Here also instead of this greater than it shows dots. Welcome to Python. Okay. Now print S3. Exactly. So we are creating the string in multiple lines. The output is also displayed in the multiple lines. The output is also displayed in multiple lines. So welcome to Python. Welcome to Python. Okay. So right now step one is completed. What is step one? How to create a string by using single quotation, by using double quotation, by using triple quotation. Now the next one is list. First, I will explain all the basic things and then we will move back to some other additional topics. What is mean by list? Here is list is also a data type. List is also a data type which is also used to store multiple values. Exactly the same thing. Suppose again one more point, S4 is equal to within quotations 1, 2, 3, 4. What is this thing? According to our intention, 1, 2, 3, 4 is an integer number. According to our intention, 1, 2, 3, 4 is an integer number. But remember the thing. If anything, not only alphabets, anything that are enclosed within quotations, that is a string. Check type of S4. Type of S4 is a string. Okay. Remember whether it is a number or a special character, underscore, dollar, whatever the symbol, whether it is alphabet, that is anything that is placed within quotation, it is a string. Okay. Remember that one. So this is one data type. Now move to second data type, list. What is a list? Simply, list is also a data type used to store a set of elements. Used to store a set of elements. Remember the elements of different data types like string. So we are creating a string with any combination. Suppose S is equal to hello underscore $98 power percentage and quotations close. Perfect. That means a string is a collection of different characters. In the same sense, list is also a collection of elements of different data types. How lists are created? List is represented by using square brackets. See this one. List is created by using square brackets. So within square brackets, we are placing some set of elements. Within square brackets, we are placing some set of elements. All the elements are separated by commas. Remember, in string, there is no need of any comma. Anything closed placed within quotation, automatically a string is created. But within list, we are creating a set of elements. We are creating a set of elements. All the set elements are separated by commas. Suppose, see this one, L1 is a list. Again repeating, the name of the list, the name of the variables are completely according to your intention. Suppose within square bracket, you can create a list. For example, my first element is 11, second 23, 45.6, 45.6. Suppose hello, suppose 2 plus 3j, like this. Now I am creating a list with two integer values, one float value, one string value, one complex value, whatever it is. So how many number of elements we have in this list? List contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. List contains 5 elements. You got it? List contains 5 elements. See this one. Even though you are writing in this fashion, displayed in this fashion. This is a list. So if the set of elements that are placed within square bracket, set of elements that are closed within square bracket, that is called a list. Now the next one is tuple. After completion of the tuple, again we move back. So tuple is also a data type in the list. Here, same concept. The set of elements are placed within parentheses. Exactly the same thing. So here the only difference is instead of square bracket, you are placing the list of elements within parentheses. List of elements within parentheses. Type T1. Now check TYPE type of L1. L1 type is already we are created L1. L1 is list type. Check. L1 is list type. Type of T1. T1 is a tuple type. T1 is a tuple type. Now, so the basic thing is completed. What is that one? Now I explain. So only three data types are completed. Advanced three data types are completed. One is string, second one is list, third one is tuple. Now the question, very straight and simple thing is, for example, here I am creating a string s is equal to welcome to space Python. Okay, if you type yes, only the if you type yes, the entire string is displayed. Suppose if case of normal variables, a variable can hold only one value, not a problem. But here the variable store multiple values, how do you get a particular character, or how do we access a particular element in the list? For example, list contains 10 elements. Suppose you need only fifth element. How do we access the fifth element? Suppose we need seventh element. How do we access the seventh element? You heard the point? That means these are the data types which contain some collection of elements. If you want to access a particular element, how? For that reason, we can access the elements. We can access the elements based on index. What is mean by this index? What is mean by this index? Index is simply the position. Index is simply the position of the element. For example, this is the string. By default, if the set of elements that are stored in the memory, the index starts from 0. That means all these characters are stored in a sequential. For example, the memory is created like this. The memory is created like this. What is the name of the memory? Yes. So at first position, well, W, next to E, next to L, C, O, M, E, space. Here space is also placed. T, O, and so on like this. So it stores a character by character. It stores character by character. Okay. Now this is placed at zero position, first position, second, third, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, and so on. You got the point? So entire set is not placed in a single memory. If all the elements are stored in a continuous memory location, how can we access based on index? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Space is also counted 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So always the index starts from 0. Always the index starts from 0. Now the question is, how do we access? Simple syntax is string name. So in which string you want to access. For example, previously we are created three strings s1, s2, s3 like that. So from which string you want to access the string name. After the string name, within square brackets, we are writing the index. After the string name, within square brackets, we are writing the index. For example, here what is my string name? Yes, yes of 5. What is the meaning of this one? Under string S. That is, first we have to move string S. In string S, at fifth position. At fifth position, which character is present? That is my answer. So at fifth position, I have M. Got M. You got it? A normal variable contains only one value. Simply by printing that value, by writing that value, the answer is displayed. But here, either string, list, tuple, etc., contains some collection of values. So you don't need the entire string. Suppose if you want to access a particular, only a single character. By using index, it is possible to access only a single character. If you want to access a single character, we are using the concept of index. So what is the syntax? The syntax is string name within square brackets we are using index. Within square brackets we are using index. Check. S1 is the string. What is the string? Welcome to Python. You can access S1 of 5. So what is the character at fifth position? M. So the answer is M. For example, S1 of 16. We already know. See this one? 0 to 16. 16 in the last position. S1 of 16. So the last character. What is last character? We already know. The last character is N. Suppose S1 of 0. The starting character, that is W. You got it? Okay. So string name within square brackets we are writing the index. Then we can access a particular character. We can access a particular character. Suppose up to what index we have? 0 to 16 only. For example, if you type 17, what happens? We have only the characters from 0 to 16. That is, the memory is allocated only for these 17 characters. 17 in the sense it starts from 0. It starts from 0. So the memory is allocated only for these 17 characters from 0 to 16. For example, if you want to access a character at position 17, but position 17 there is no character. So automatically it gives an error. What is the error? Index error. So 17 index is not present. 17 index is not available in the string. So it gives an index error. See this one? Index error. The string index out of range. Our range is between 0 to 16, but we are trying to access an element outside the range. So this is the first step. Each and every case we have 2 points. How can we access? We can access the characters in a string based on index. Now an additional point is in Python. Remember, this is now what I am doing. This is not in remaining languages. In Python, the index is either positive index or negative index. Either positive index or negative index. So, up to now, what we have discussed. So, 5, 0, 16, all those are called positive index. In the positive index, we are moving from left to right. That is, how do we check the string? We check the string from left to right. That is 0 to length of a string. So, how many number of characters? Assume we have total n characters. Assume you have total n number of characters. In the positive direction, we are moving from left to right. The starting index 0 to ending index n minus 1. So we have total 17 characters 0 to 16. That is very clear. But coming to concept of negative index, Python allows the concept of negative index. Exactly. If the positive index we are moving from left to right, Obviously, the negative index, we are moving from right to left. We are moving from right to left. So, what is the position? Instead of starting for 0, we have no positive, no negative. Generally 0, we do not represent any sign. Plus sign, minus sign are not used for zeros. That is the reason the negative index starts from -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, 6, 7, and so on, -16 and -17. This is the negative index. You got it? Exactly. For example, S of -4. What is answer? Simply the character at -4. What is -4? T. So the answer is T is displayed. Understand carefully. That means we have a string. We can access the character. What is your aim? You have to access the characters from the string. That is your aim. Now, for accessing the characters from the string by using index, for accessing characters from the string by using index. So, here we are moving from left to right direction. For accessing the characters, we are moving from left to right direction, or we are moving from right to left direction. That is your wish, either left to right direction or right to left direction. Suppose if you are moving from left to right direction, how the indexes are placed? The indexes are placed starting from 0 and ending at number of characters -1. Suppose if you are moving from right to left, we are moving from right to left. The first right man, that is the last two character is placed at -1, -2, and so on. The first character, that is in the sense in the reverse direction, the last character is placed at -n, -n. So let me show you. S1 of -1. What is -1 in welcome to Python? Welcome to Python. N is -1. N is -1. S1 of -17. S1 of -17. So it starts from -1. That is the reason N said number of characters. So -17, the value is W. The value is W. Okay. Exactly. If you understand this concept carefully, the remaining list two tuples are also same. That is the reason I explained the topic very clearly. Again, briefly, I will explain in 1 minute. Understand. So, we are creating a string. A string is a group of characters. A string is a group of characters. So, if you print the S variable, simply type S, the entire string is displayed. Now, what is my aim? Instead of the entire string, I need only a single character from the string. I need only a single character from the string. So for that, we are using the concept of index. So by using index, we can access the character of a string. So what is the syntax for accessing string name? Within square brackets, we are writing the index. Now the index is either positive index or negative index. The index is either positive index or negative index. Suppose if you are moving from left to right direction, that is called positive index. That is starting from 0 and ending at position the number of characters -1. Suppose if you are moving in the reverse direction, that is back direction, the last character, that is -1 and ends at -n. So that is fine, either positive index, negative index. Now, exactly understand, I think you understand the concept carefully. Now we are moving to the concept of list. List. For example, a list is created with the value, a list is created with the value 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, hello, 16.5, 2.3j, like this, square brackets. A list is created within square bracket. Now, here also the set of elements are stored according to the indexes. So, this is the first element. You know that one. The elements are separated by comma. Always, whenever we have a set in string, no need of comma. Why? String. So comma is placed. That is also considered as a character. Even though you are placing comma is also considered as a separate character. Here 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hello is one index, 16.5, 2.3J. So this is placed at 0 position, first position, second, third, 4, 5, 6, 7, like this same concept. L of 1. What is the answer? Simply list name within square bracket you are writing the index. So always the indexes are placed within square bracket. Remember the thing? Always the indexes are placed, whether it is a string, list, tuple, whatever dictionary, whatever it is, the indexes are placed within square bracket L1. So simply it returns the element present at position 1. So the answer is 12. For example, L of 5. So the element placed at fifth element, that is hello. We assume hello contains multiple number of elements. Even though hello contains multiple number of elements, but in this point of view, it is a single element. Why? An element is separated with commas. This is one element separated by comma. Then we are using comma here. Then it is considered as a single element. Understand? It is considered as a single element. Okay. Now, in the same sense, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, -6, -7, and -8. Either positive index or negative index. Suppose I will show you. We already created a list. This is my list. L1 of 0. Simply what is the answer? At 0th position we have 11. So 11 is the answer. L1 of 0, 1, 2, 3. So L1 of 3, hello is the answer. So you got the point. So L1 of -1. So in the reverse direction. So 2 plus 3j. L1 of -4. What is -4? -1, -2, -3, -4. -4 value is 23. -4 value is 23. So how we access? Based on index, either positive index, negative index. But the only thing is, in the list, the set of elements are separated by commas. Each one is considered as a single element. Each one, even though, for example, instead of hello, here you are writing the previous welcome space to space Python. That is also considered as a single element. Here, whether it is a string, whatever it is, that is considered as a single element. Now, exactly the same thing, tuple. A tuple is created, T1 of. Remember, even though tuple is within the parenthesis at the time of index accessing, always whether it is a string, list, whatever it is, after the name, after the name, within square brackets, so write down the index. Within square brackets, write down the index. T1 of 0, answer is 11. T1 of 0, the answer is 11. So T1 of 3. Hello, exactly the same thing. Whatever we discussed in string, list, tuple is also same thing. T1 of -2. So this is -1. -2 is hello. Okay. These are the three things. These are the three things. Here, right now, I explained only introduction, not in detail. Remember the thing. Right now, I explained what is the data type, what is the string type, how to create a string, how do we access the characters from the string. Exactly in the same fashion, list type and tuple type. We have two more types. Right now, we will discuss those two types also. First, I will discuss dictionary. What is mean by dictionary? I will explain. Dictionary. So, like string, list, tuple, dictionary is also a collection of elements. Dictionary is also a collection of elements. But compared to remaining things, dictionary has some additional thing. Each element, for example, here a list is created for our example 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, like this. How an element is created? Simply elements. So a single elements, these are values. I think you know this one. These are values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are indexes. Okay, for example, I am creating a list. In the list 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 are called values. We can access the values by using the indexes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exactly. We are a dictionary is created instead of single value. A dictionary is created in pair form. That is, each and every element is represented in the form of key colon value. That means dictionary does not contain the concept of index. Remember, dictionary does not contain the concept of index. An element is represented in the form of key colon value. This is a single element. If you are multiple elements, these pairs are separated by commas. For example, first I will create a dictionary and then you will understand. And the set of pairs are placed within flower brackets. Remember, list square brackets, tuple parenthesis, dictionary flower brackets. That also called as curly braces. D is equal to 1 colon suppose red. Here how many number of elements? Here this is a single element. This is a single element. One is called key, red is called value. Suppose comma 2 colon green. Here also 2 is called key, value, green is called value. Remember, keys are not only integers, you can write anything. Suppose 3 colon 3. In this THREE, this is called key and this is called value. For example, instead of, we'll write the some colors. Suppose pink. Close. You got it? Now, this is a dictionary. A dictionary is created with three elements. This is the first element. This one is the second element. This one is the third element. Now, after creating of a dictionary, how can we access the values? Generally, in the string list to tuple, elements have indexes. We can access the values based on index. So, how we can access? Simply the name of the string or the name of the list or the name of the tuple within square brackets we are writing the index. Exactly. In the dictionary we do not have the concept of index. How can we access the values? Based on key. For example, D is the name of the dictionary. D of 2. What is the meaning? Instead of index, we are using keys. That is the only difference. Why? In the sense, in the index, we are always starts from 0. We have no option. Always the indexes are starts from 0. That is by using zeros and ones only, we are trying to access the values. Suppose, instead of using the same zeros and ones, if you want to use other indexes, we are moving to the concept of keys. Now I will execute and you will get a clear idea. D is equal to 1 colon 1 colon. If it is a string, remember always whenever if it is a string, write within quotation. Red, comma, 2 colon, sorry, 2 colon, pink, comma. So a pair, so key colon pair, that is one element. A other pair, key colon pair. The pairs are separated with commas. Suppose here I will write 3 colon yellow. Okay, sorry, this one. Now a dictionary is created. Now a dictionary is created. Print the dictionary. See this one, print the dictionary. Now, how can we access element from the dictionary? We can access element from the dictionary instead of index. Here, this syntax is same. Name, That is from which collection. So which collection we want to access the name within square brackets. Here we are writing the key. Simply, it returns the value present at key 2. It returns the value present at key 2. What is the value? Pink is the value. Remember here there is no concept of 0 to n minus 1, minus 1 to n. That is no index. Only key plays the crucial role for accessing the elements. Dictionary name within square brackets, if you are writing the key, exactly the value present at the key is retrieved. The value present at the key is accessed. This is the dictionary. And the last one is set. Okay, within 2 minutes, I will complete this set also. What is this set? Set is also a collection of elements. Set is also a data type which is used to store some collection of elements. Now, a set is created within flower brackets like dictionary. But what is the difference? In the dictionary, the elements are stored in pairwise, but in the sense as usual, normal elements. Suppose 1 comma 2 comma 3. This is SH. S is equal to 1, 23, 3.4, hello, good, 2.3j. That means what is my intention? Similar to other data types, in the set also we can store the elements of different data types. We can store elements of different data type. But remember that is completely possible. A set contains only unique elements. A set contains only unique elements. That means duplicates are not allowed. For example, here I am creating a set 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Generally, our intention is it contains 5 number of elements. But whenever you print the S value, automatically it contains only 3 elements. It contains 3 elements. For example, 4. Now it contains 6 elements. Now 4. It contains 4 elements. That means the duplicate elements are removed automatically. Now, one thing is, how can we access the elements of a set? It is not possible. Why? Suppose in case of dictionary, we can access based on the keys. In case of string, list to tuple, they allow duplicates. For example, welcome to Python. So in this string, the O character is repeated multiple number of times. So even though multiple duplicates are all, no problem. But here assume if you are writing the index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, assume. But automatically these two are removed. Then what is the position of 4? This is not moved to this one. Those things are not at all allowed. So once a set is created, it is not possible to access. So any operation that we want to perform, we can perform the entire set. Instead of on a single character, we will perform on the entire set of elements. Suppose, see this one. First I am creating SE. So why I'm using the variable SE, in the sense already SE is with the string. For example, SE1 that is set to 1 within flower brackets 11, 23.4, comma, hello, comma, 5 plus 6j. A set is created, SE1. See this one? A set is created. Remember, here observe the output in the previous one. So here a tuple is created in this order. If you are printing the tuple, it displays in the same order. So list to tuple strings are ordered collection. Ordered collection in the sense in which order we are creating. In system also the elements are stored in the same order. Why? Because they are accessed by using index. If they change the order, simply what happens? The accessing positions also need to be modified. So that is the reason in case of string, list to tuple, they are ordered. Elements are stored in the same order. Coming to dictionary, dictionary is unordered. Why? We do not require the concept of index in wherever it is placed. Once we know the key, by using the key we can access. In the same sense, set is also an unordered. So generally, if you have a string, generally string replaces the first position. Strings are replaced at the first position. Suppose we are creating and one more string, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4. See this one? Here I am creating duplicates, but system automatically, that is, sorry, not system, set automatically removes the duplicate elements. See this one, 1, 2, 3, 4 we have. So no accessing. Suppose if you try to access, it is not possible. Try to access, it is not possible. That is the set. Now, coming to the summary of the today's session, what are the topics we had completed? In this today's session, first we had completed the advanced data types, string, list, tuple, dictionary, and then set. Dictionary and then set. So first one is string. So how can we represent a string? String is represented within quotation, either single quotation, double quotation, triple quotation. So generally single quotation and double quotations are used to create a string in a single line. Suppose if you want to create a string in more than one line, we are using triple quotations. We are using triple quotations. Now, we can access a particular character from a string by using the concept of index. Again, the indexes are of two types, positive index or negative index. Positive index in the sense if you are moving from left to right, that is positive index, and right to left, that is called negative index. Thus, the same thing is applied to remaining topics. These immutable, mutable, all those things are explained whenever the particular string concept cover. Right now, I am discussing only brief introduction. So list two tuples, collection of elements that are placed within square bracket, that is list, within parentheses, that is tuples, accessed by using index. So dictionary, each element is stored in the pair format, that is key colon value. Set, we are removing the duplicate elements from the set. So these are the things we had covered in the today's session. If you have any doubts, please ask me.
Hi Nagraj, I'm
Oh,
Radhika.
yes. Yes, please.
I have a
Yes, please.
question. Yeah,
Yes.
can you hear me?
Yes, 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 please me.
Yeah. When you were explaining about the set, you said
Okay.
once we assign the data types in it, once it is formed, we cannot access something you said. Oh, I
Yes,
didn't
exactly.
understand. What is that?
What is the meaning of this one is simply, for example, see this one. Here, a list is created, a dictionary is
Mhm.
created, a tuple is created. For example, this is my tuple, right?
Right.
So the number 11 is placed at zero position. By using this index, we access a particular number, particular element. For example, in the dictionary, by using the key, we access a particular value. But coming to a set, it is not possible to access. Why? In the sense, there is no concept of index. For example, according to our intention, the set contains six elements, but automatically the two duplicates elements are removed. How can we know which two elements are removed? So that is, for example, see this one. SC of 1. If you try to access the element at first position, it is not possible. See this one. Name SC is not defined. Why? Because this is not at all defined. Why? Because a set, it is not possible to access. Why? The simple and straightforward is set to remove the duplicate elements. If the duplicate elements are removed, we don't know how many number of elements are existed, and at the same time, we don't know at which positions the elements are existed. That is the thing.
Okay, how about if we assign the data types in unique way, still set doesn't apply indexing on it?
Exactly. Why in the sense, for example, here see this one, 11, 23.4, hello, and 5.6J. All those are unique. There is no duplicate. But at the time of printing, suppose here I print the value, hello is moved forward to starting position. Actually, suppose if you are using index, this is zero position, first position. This is actually at second position. But at the time of printing, hello move forward to zero position. That is, the order is changed. So set is called an unordered. Suppose if you are executing in another system, maybe the order changed. Maybe the order changed. Yes.
So how does we know? Like it is dynamically print like in jumbling way?
Yes. Generally, here we do not consider any printing value. Why? Because we have no index, in the sense we do not require any order. But generally, if you have a string, the string is displayed in the starting position, followed by integers, followed by floating point numbers, followed by complex numbers. Generally, that is the answer. Okay, but there is no rule. Generally, by default, they are printed like this.
Okay, order doesn't apply, index
Yes.
doesn't apply. Index means more.
Hun-
Yeah.
yes, 100% dictionary, even dictionary also. Dictionary and sets are called unordered. Unordered in the sense there is no order.
But this
We
is a
can write,
disorder.
yes,
They both are
yes,
disorders, data types.
yes, unordered data
Oh,
types.
all right. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Any other else? If you have any doubts, please. Okay. Okay, that's fine. I will close the session. Thank you.